So when I was doing some research, I found a video that talked about a diffusion tensor imaging, which takes images of the brain, and researchers did a little bit of like a study type thing on soccer players because they're constantly hitting the ball on their head. So this imaging machine takes images of the brain to see the damage over time. So like they could see the damage to the neurons over time of those undiagnosed concussions that the soccer players were developing. And they, on some of them, it said that they saw more damage to those people who had undiagnosed concussions versus like a person who experienced one concussion rather than like a soccer player over multiple over one time. They noticed in these people that had the overtime damage that they had short-term memory loss without having the diagnosed concussion. When it comes to sports and concussions, it's a big controversy of conversations, depending on who you talk to. Me being a lifelong athlete, I'm totally okay with my kids play sports, contact sports, whatever they want, they can do it. As the parents and the children playing that sport, they need to know the risks that they're taking because their brain is so delicate and fragile. And then they also need to be aware and know the signs and symptoms that come with a concussion and absolutely cannot ignore them. Even if it's a slight headache, you need to make sure that you take some sort of a precaution. Rest, lots and lots of rest is very, very important when you have a brain injury. It's a myth that people believe that you're not supposed to sleep after a concussion of any kind because you might slip into a coma. Like I said, that's a myth. Doctors and scientists have proved that that is not true. Rest is very, very important. Some statistics on concussions and sports. A couple different videos that I watched said a couple different things. One said that there's 2.5 to 4 million concussions a year just within sports, and 2 million of those concussions, sport concussions, occur under the age of 18 years. That's 2 million sport concussions under 18 years old per year that'll happen. Like it's mind-blowing, but it's also I feel like sports are very, very important to build your character and find out who you are, honestly. Another little fact, because small towns and football is a big deal here in Kansas. So football, there's 50 to 80% concussions that go untreated and unreported. So contact sports, I think, are fine as long as you know that you're taking a risk of damaging your brain. And also you need to really need to know the signs and symptoms of a type of concussion and know what to do and when to take your children to the doctor to get them checked out.